Hi guys, welcome back to the channel, and today I'm going to be doing another video on my AUTOart signature Koenigsegg CCX in metallic silver. Now AUTOart made a few different colours for the CCX. They made this one in silver, they made a orange one, a black one, and I think that's it. These were one of AUTOart Signature's first ever models, along with the Bugatti Veyron, and they're fully sold out on AUTOart's website. And I think if you want to find these or buy one, your best chance will be on eBay or on any kind of second-hand market. But I'll be doing more of these in-depth reviews on my AUTOart signature models. I did one on my Honda NSX Type R in Formula 1 Red. If you haven't seen that video, go and check it out. It's on my channel. And I'll be doing more because I've got quite a few of these AUTOart signature models. So I'll be doing some in-depth reviews on them. So when you buy these AUTOart signature models, you get the certificate of authenticity telling you the make and the manufacturer of the model. This one is the Koenigsegg CCX, and it gives you the serial number, which is matching with the car. You can display these with the certificate or without the certificate. It's entirely up to you. But AUTOart Signature are well known for making very high detailed, fully open in die-cast models. They've made loads and loads of different models. But now they've moved to a composite material. So these are like the really old school die-cast models from AUTOart. This was one of my first ever signature models in my collection, and it's been absolutely flawless throughout. I've probably owned it for around 10 years, and I bought this way back when AUTOart first released it off their website. And it's been an absolutely great model, great addition to the collection. And over the last few years I've coupled it up with the successor, I suppose, the Koenigsegg Agera in the same specification as the CCX, also in metallic silver. I'll be doing another in-depth review on this, so stay tuned for that. But I'll be focusing the video on the CCX made by Koenigsegg. So let's start off with the front of the model. Now there you go, this is finished in AUTOart. I believe AUTOart described it as metallic silver, and you can really see the metallic depth in the paintwork. It does really glitter under these shiny lights. I hope that's coming across on the camera. You've got the badge in the middle, which is just a sticker. Doesn't really do anything special, but it does look quite good. It looks quite prominent. All of the front splitter is finished in this very nice glossy carbon fibre. You've got carbon fibre in the headlights, which also looks really nice. And all of the openings around the front as well, and on the sides, is all done and finished in real metal mesh. With these models, they're very highly detailed, so it's all done in black mesh, even up here. AUTOart are quite renowned for using good quality materials, good finishing, and very detailed interiors and engine bays. So if you buy an AUTOart signature model, or if you're looking to buy one, they are very good, they are very highly detailed, and I would highly recommend them to add to your collection. The headlights are done quite nicely as well. You've got the free headlights and the indicators on the side, very highly detailed, and the whole front of the model does look really nice. I like the whole shape of the CCX. It looks very aerodynamic with the very curved windscreen as well. It's just built for absolute top speed runs and looks really, really nice. So let's come around the side of the model. Now again, you can see how important the aerodynamics are with this car. It sits very low, the roof line's very low, and it just looks very slippery, like it would really cut through the air going over 240 miles an hour, I believe the top speed of this car. The wheels are okayly done, I suppose. I mean, AUTOart have done better versions on their wheels before. Now the tyres got no detail on at all, which is a shame. I know Koenigsegg used Michelin tyres, so it would have been nice to see some tyre writing, but again, it's not on all AUTOart models, only on some, especially the Pagani's. The wheel design is done okay, nothing special, and you can just about see the Koenigsegg crest on the centre nut, which looks good. The calipers are highly detailed. You can see them finished in this shiny black material with the Koenigsegg text running across it. Again, pretty standard stuff when it comes to AUTOart. But again, overall, the whole wheel design of the model is really high. Really well done by AUTOart. And I'll probably give it a good 6 or 7 out of 10. You've got the Koenigsegg badge on the side as well, which looks quite nice. That's a metal badge, it's not a sticker, that one. And as I said before, you can actually see the black metal mesh in all the grills. It's not fake or stickers or anything, it's really good quality materials that AUTOart use in all of their openings. But the whole model car is very highly detailed. You can see the silver mesh in the side as well for the engine. All of the side panels here are finished in gloss carbon fibre as well. Looks really nicely done by AUTOart. Can't really fault much of this model at all. You've got the nice CCX badge on the side as well. Again, the rear tyres are finished pretty much to the same as the front. You've got good details on the calipers. The tyres are okay, and the wheel design is not too bad as well. So let's come around to the back of the model, because this is where another really aggressive angle of the CCX. So as you can see, you've got this very wide engine bay. This whole engine bay, this whole rear clam lifts up, and I'll show you that after I've done the exterior, but it's really highly done by AUTOart, and it looks really good. You've got the ghost sticker on the engine bay. Now I believe this is a tribute to the Swedish Air Force. A lot of these Koenigsegg's are built in these old Swedish Air Force base hangars. So I think Christian von Koenigsegg wanted to keep this emblem up, and he's decided to put it on all of his Koenigseggs. It's even on the Agera at the back as well. So I think it's like a tribute to the Swedish Air Force, which I think looks really nice. I mean, I think it just suits the car as well. And even on the finishes on this as well, it's all done in gloss carbon fibre. All of this is exposed metal mesh on the engine bay, on the sides, again done in carbon fibre. You've got a really aggressive rear diffuser, as you would expect from the CCX. It looks fantastic. The exhaust is pretty much the same size as the number plate. Again, the whole rear of the car is just absolutely amazing, very highly detailed. Can't fault it at all, and I don't think AUTOart have really missed too much detail or any at the rear. You've got the really nice tail lights as well, the brake lights and the indicator lights, all very nicely done, and I highly rate this model on the exterior. So if I had to give the exterior a mark out of 10, I'd probably give it a 9, 8.5, 9 out of 10. tyre writing or a bit more details on the wheels and the tyres would have been good by AUTOart, and maybe a bit more detail on the side of the model as well. But I think overall AUTOart have done a fantastic job on the exterior of this model. But let's start to open up the model, because that's what AUTOart is more renowned for, and start to show you some of the interior detail. Now, all Koenigsegg's, I believe, you can take off the roof and store it in the front, and AUTOart have designed this model to do exactly the same thing. So if you lift up the front section of this car, which looks really good, it stays up quite well. The struts are very nicely designed by AUTOart, really good. You can take off the roof and store it in the front of the model, and then close the bonnet down, and you can have it in there if you want, or you can display it with the roof up, is what I do, just to stop it getting too dusty. Again, when you have the bonnet up, you can see even more details that AUTOart include. You can see the whole suspension unit, the springs, the wishbones, the steering rods. It's just very highly detailed. AUTOart kind of go to extreme measures when it comes to their detail, and it just looks fantastic. I mean, even the struts as well, they're not these they don't look very cheap hinges. They're really nicely designed, and they hold up the bonnet quite nicely as well. So let's close the bonnet down very slowly, like that. And again, the panel gaps on this model as well is really good. Even though everything opens, AUTOart have very nice and neat panel gaps, which I'll show you. I mean, the door looks really good. The panel gaps aren't too wide, which is a common thing that you find on most of these fully opening die-cast models, where everything opens up and it's great, but the manufacturer leaves the panel gaps too wide. But AUTOart have been fantastic with this model. Everything looks very neat, very precise, very tidy. Now, these doors are quite unique as well. I mean, Christian von Koenigsegg, I believe, said they were like dihedral hydraulic doors, so they actually open outwards and then upwards. And AUTOart have done a great job in replicating the door mechanisms and how the door opens up. So if you want to open up the door, you have to slowly pull it out like that, just so you clear the model car. It's very nicely done by AUTOart. The hinges are very highly done. So you lift it outwards, and then you kind of lift it up like a Lamborghini door, I suppose, and it comes all the way up. It comes up a bit further, but that's as much as I can get to now. And then you can see a bit more of the engine detail, which I'll show you guys. You can see the whole driver zone is finished really nicely. You've got the carbon fibre door seals. You've got the 3 pedals for the accelerator, brake and clutch. This is a manual car, so you can see the huge manual gear stick in the centre. You've got Koenigsegg floor mats. You've got Ricardo racing seats. You've got Koenigsegg on the steering wheel. Full driver carbon fibre zone. You've got this iconic centre dash that all Koenigseggs have. You've got the Koenigsegg emblem on the headrest as well. I mean, there's just an awful amount of detail in there. You've got cloth seat belts, cloth seats, and again, AUTOart use a wide range of quality materials in their models, and I think overall the interior is done very, very nicely. And to close the door, it's the same thing. You bring it down first, you bring it back in line with the model, and then you close it gently back in to position like that, a bit more. So the interior is very highly done by AUTOart, up there with some of the best interiors I've seen on AUTOart signature models. And let's move on to the engine bay, because this is really nice as well. So already you can kind of see the Koenigsegg badge in the middle there, and I just think that looks really good. The little details on this model car make it like a really nice model. Now you can already kind of see as well the iconic Koenigsegg triplex suspension, which I'll show you guys. So this whole rear clam lifts up, and again on really highly detailed struts, and I think it stays up. Yep, haven't done that for a few years. And it shows you this highly detailed work of art, really. I mean, Koenigsegg details are just amazing here. So let's kind of do a little walk through this very highly detailed engine bay. As I said, you've got the Koenigsegg triplex suspension. You can see it with the yellow springs. Now this is a fully working suspension unit. You press down on the model, you can see the springs compress, and it's just outstanding by AUTOart. The whole carbon fibre, the whole engine bay, sorry, is finished in this glossy carbon fibre that was on the exterior. It looks phenomenal. You can see the main engine block just underneath the Koenigsegg badge, the exhaust, the orange hosing for the cooling. It's just a complete work of art by AUTOart. Now these were AUTOart's kind of most highly detailed engine bays, was in their signature series, and it just looks absolutely phenomenal. I mean, even the struts to keep the engine bonnet up, just everything is very highly detailed, and even the width of the tyres as well is just very realistic to the actual car. Kind of flawlessly done. I can't really point out any imperfections with this engine bay. It's just as good as it gets, for me anyway. I'd love to hear from you guys in the comments, but there's so much detail in here. I mean, you can even see, do you remember the silver grills that were on the exterior just by the doors? You can even see the fan units for the grille as well. As I said, I mean, it's just amazingly done. Lots of high details, great quality of materials, and I mean, AUTOart again have just done a fantastic job with the engine bay. I can't recommend AUTOart signature models enough. If you're looking for a Koenigsegg model, I would look towards AUTOart. They make some of the best. So that's kind of really a first insight into the CCX. I'd love to hear from you guys in the comments about what you think. But I'll be doing more of my normal in-depth reviews on all of my AUTOart signature models. And until next time, I will see you guys soon. So take care and subscribe.